Hello and welcome to Championship Chatter here on the Pitch Football app, the Pitch Football YouTube channel, and I think we're on Spotify now. Are we on Spotify? Somebody tell me if we're on Spotify.
I don't know. Sounds like we're spreading his wings.
It does. I know that Elder, Nighty and Woodshack are all on Spotify for their not for the new show, so you'd presume we're on. You'd think.
Somebody let us know.
Are we on Spotify? Put it in comments. But anyway, we are back. We have returned because Championship football is about to return. We've missed it. It's been nice having the World Cup on.
Yeah.
It's been great. It should be in December.
There's nothing like club football for me. And
no.
It's always going to be above any England match for me.
Oh, God. Yeah, 100%. It's going to be club over country every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
People might disagree with that one, but I mean, obviously I want to see England win World Cup.
Oh, of course we do. Of course, even if it's not a real World Cup.
Yeah. You see that question all the time. Would you rather see your club win Champions League or would you rather England win World Cup?
Champions League. There are some fans that disagree. There's some fat bloke with tattoos who comes from Birmingham, who's apparently a pig fan. He's gone to watch England rather than watching his pigs all the way through.
Imagine who you're on about.
No, his name sounds like some kind of soft drink. But anyway, his club's been playing all the way through this World Cup and he's gone to Qatar instead.
Yeah, so, well, obviously he prefers England more.
Yeah, put your shirt on your fucking thumb. Anyway, as I said, we are back. Football is back. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Jono.
Let's jump straight in. We haven't got any games to really review, so we've had to
can't remember Gammon for Lastons.
No, it's been a long time.
It feels it.
It feels an eternity. So what we've done, we took a little bit of a twist, a little bit of an off-topic conversation, really. We'll start off with who's our surprise package of the season? Who's been, up to now, a little mini-season review, who's been our surprise package? I'll let you go first.
I'm going to say QPR.
Queen's Park Rangers?
Yes. Sitting 16th table. I've enjoyed watching them. They look good for the money where they are. They're not exactly up there. Luckily, they've played some really good stuff. So they're my surprise package. One
of the best teams I've seen at Bramall Lane this season, football-wise. Played some really good football. We're going to talk about it a bit later. They have lost the manager.
Yeah,
that could be. We'll discuss that in detail in a bit. But no, my surprise package so far is Blackburn.
Yeah, I think the same last season, weren't they, as well?
Last season they were pushing it a bit, but not quite as consistently as they are now. I had them as dark horses last season.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
This season they're not just dark horses, they're really challenging for it. And I didn't expect that. I expected them to kind of have a hangover from last season. They kept Brereton Diaz, that Chilean from friggin' Stockport.
Still got the best footballing name.
Oh, God, Annie. Barry Diaz.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've kept him for now. January is coming up. But no, to me, the way they play football, the way they go for it, I like them.
Yeah, I like them. See that.
Most impressive footballing side we've seen. It's going to be the same answer for you, isn't
it? No, actually, I'm going to say Blackburn.
You're going to say Blackburn?
Yeah.
Even though we beat them?
Yeah. We'll come on to that later. Top of the table.
Yeah.
Curse, really, isn't it? But yeah, from what I have seen on telly and stuff, they do play some really fancy stuff. And they are a joy to watch.
So we've reversed answers because I'm going to pick QPR.
Yeah.
Football they played has been brilliant, and I do think we are the manager. They are going to suffer from that. For me, the football they've been playing is attacking, it's threatening, it's direct when it needs to be, it's short when it needs to be, it's adaptive, and I love adaptive football rather than just a rigid system that you won't veer away from. And to me, an adaptive system and an adaptive style of football is impressive, especially in this day and age where everything is done by a coaching manual and everybody tries to play the same.
Yeah, it's becoming the main thing now. I think hoofball's gone now.
Yeah, it's really got to be played from the back. It's got to be played this way. It's got to be in this way. It's all becoming a bit predictable, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's why, look at teams that are struggling in the World Cup. I know it's in the World Cup show, but a lot of the European teams that you'd expect to do well, that have got this rigid coaching manual, that invented it, your tick-attacker and your German efficiency, they've got stuffed.
We'll just look at Morocco.
Oh, God, yeah. That were hilarious.
It was.
We've had the good. Let's talk about the bad. Who's the worst side you've seen this season, Jono?
That I've seen? I'm going to say West Brom.
Yeah. Good shout.
I think they've just been absolutely awful this season. But I didn't expect anything different.
I'm going to say this now, they're probably going to beat us at the weekend, but Huddersfield, every time I've seen them, they've looked awful.
I can't say I'd go out my way to watch Huddersfield.
I'm not going out my way to watch them, but when I have seen them, they've been... West Brom have been bad. West Brom have been awful. I would have agreed with you, but they're the only team that's looked worse than West Brom in my book. Do you agree with us? Who are your picks? So obviously we've got our surprise package, best football inside and worst team in the Championship this season. Get in the comments below, get involved, interact a little bit, get tippy-tappy typing. Tippy-tappy typing and get involved in conversation. Let us know your picks. Call us twats if you disagree with us. Don't call it Emil Cry, but call it me, I'm fine with it.
They can call me a twat.
Jumping into it, we did mention it earlier, QPR manager gone to Rangers, where wasn't he an assistant there with Stevie G?
I have no idea.
I thought you were a Rangers fan.
I like Rangers.
Yeah, I believe he was Stevie G's assistant when he was at Rangers. So he's got that connection there. Knows a place.
Yeah. You can't really turn down a job at Rangers, can you? Guaranteed success.
Depends. I mean,
I'm not a fan of Scottish football, but Rangers are a massive club. Champions League, it's going to be in it.
Well, they're not in Champions League.
Europe anyway, you know what I mean.
It's going to be different. It's going to be easier for him, really, because the standard of football he's been used to week in, week out's just dropped.
It has dropped.
He's gone from Championship standard to League 1, League 2 standard every week. And I include Rangers and Celtic in that. They've got a few impressive players, but they're awful. Awful.
Wouldn't survive at Championship then.
Wouldn't survive in fucking League 1. Oh, fucking awful. But we do this and we do that and fan base this and fan base that. Oh, look at other teams that have got big fan bases that are struggling at the minute. Fucking look at Bolton's attendances they used to fucking get. Look at Leeds when they were down in League 1 for ages. It's not all as cut and dry as you think. It's not all about how many fans you pack in your ground. And it's bollocks. You come to England, you're going to fail. Are you going to fail miserably? Stay in Scotland, stay in your lane.
Oh no, coming to England, I want to see him play in the English League.
I want him to stay in the lane and stay far away from us trouble-causing bar stewards. Anyway, he's gone to Rangers, and I think it's left a massive hole there for QPR. I think this is where we could see him fall off.
It depends how quickly they get a manager in. It's not ideal. They could have got someone in before.
Yeah.
Just help them bond with the team, and now they're struggling to get one in just before weekend. Chris Wilder's been linked.
He has.
Would that be a good club for him?
No.
No.
I've been praising the way that they were playing this adaptive style of football. I love Chris Wilder, absolute legend. If Heckingbottom weren't doing so well, I'd have him back any day.
Yeah.
But Heckingbottom's been brilliant. Let's us get in there, Hecking. But I do think he's very rigid to a style of football. And I think QPR's players suit that adaptive style a bit better.
While they're working, you don't want to come in and change that, do you?
No, exactly. And that's the one thing that is going to cost him. Any manager that's going to come in is going to have his own ideas.
Yeah.
That's why they're going to fall off. They found the system that works. They found the way to play that works. They were quick to adapt. And whoever comes in now, him and himself, their manager, was a rarity. That he didn't have a rigid style of play like most managers have their way or the highway or other such, cliches that you throw about. But I think it's really going to hinder him.
Well, I say promotion contender. Hopefully he's out of the running.
Yeah, get fucked off. Go back and live in 8th. We're going to go round the fans now and see what they've got to say.
Little prediction and just a little review of how England and have been doing recently, and how looking forward to seeing Millwall back in action. Obviously we did play against last Saturday against Sunderland, lost 3-0, but looking forward to getting back into the proper mix of games now, where there's plenty of games coming thick and fast. But as for England, I've been really impressed so far. Obviously 3 wins out of 4, 3 clean sheets on the bounce now. It's been very good, and just hoping that we can get all 3 points against France. If you're looking for a Millwall prediction for the weekend against Wigan, I'll go for Millwall 2, Wigan 0, and I'll go for Zian Fleming and Tom Bradshaw to get the goals. As for England, I'll give that one 2, and I'm going to go for England 1, France 0. If I can hopefully keep a clean sheet against France, I reckon we'll win it in normal time, and I'm going to go for a Harry Kane goal for that one. Come on, you 3 Lions, and come on, you Lions.
It's Tom and Brady here from the Andy Takes That Chance podcast. Thanks for having us on. How do you feel that Town's season is going so far?
Well, I think it's been really good the last 29 days when we've not had a game. It's gone terrible on it. We do the weekly preview podcast, and we've had to really big ourselves up because it's been horrendous. Danny Schofield obviously started the season. Carlos Corberán left 2 weeks before the season started, and Danny Schofield's reign was despite him being a club legend, I would call him a club legend. I think Tom would as well. For his playing antics, he was not a good manager, or to be maybe a bit kinder to him, maybe not ready for the job yet. Obviously, he's at Doncaster now in League Two, so we'll see how he gets on. But that's kind of given us just a terrible start, really. We barely won any games under him, and that's kind of put us on the back foot for the rest of the season. It's having a bad start. Kind of you only have to be better, and it puts you almost have to get mid-table form to even survive. We're bottom of the league, 19 points from 20 games. It's been pretty miserable.
What score do you think it will be on Saturday at Bramall Lane?
I mean, they should win, really. Sheffield United should win this game. We were just saying it on our pod, the only positives I could say are potentially it could be, with a bit of a break in between, it could be first day of the season kind of weird result vibes. I think the positives are we've had more time on the training ground, so hopefully we can get something. I am going to go for an optimistic 1-1. And I think that's just for you guys to have an off day. But yeah, I think Sheffield United should be winning this game. But it's the Championship. That's why we love it. Hopefully we can come out with something. But yeah, I'll go for a 1-1 and we'll probably score from a set piece if we do.
Chris Hall here for Pitch Footy. The Baggies back in action away at Sunderland this weekend after the World Cup break. A World Cup break that probably came in at the wrong time for the Albion. 3 wins on the spin under Carlos Corberán. We were really flying. But that being said, is it ever a bad thing for a new manager to be able to get a whole month of working with his players? And by the way, we didn't have a single player go away to the World Cup. Had a couple go away for internationals with other teams that weren't playing in the World Cup, but we haven't had anybody leave for the World Cup, so we've been pretty good in that sense. The only real gripe I have at the moment is, and this is not a criticism of Sunderland, because fair play to them, but I do think it's a little bit unfair that Sunderland are going to be a week ahead of us in terms of fitness because they played Millwall last weekend. Typical EFL, not thinking about the competitiveness of the competition or fairness or anything like that, have just gone ahead, sanctioned the fixture and let them play so that Sunderland and Millwall get a jump on everybody of a week's fitness. Don't really see how that's competitively fair. As I say, not knocking Sunderland. If it was my team, I'd expect them to get the game in wherever they could, and they obviously got a good result against Millwall as well, so they'll be in good fettle. But we should be in a good way. We've been away on a warm weather training camp in Spain. No taxis were harmed in the making of that training camp, as far as I'm aware to this point. And hopefully everybody's fit, everybody's raring to go. But yeah, we do come up against a team who are 7 days ahead of us in terms of their match fitness.
Never mind the World Cup, we all know that the Championship is the greatest tournament on the globe. Delighted to have it back, even more delighted seeing as Watford had the foresight to schedule their game against Hull to the Sunday so we can watch the England game and the Hornets in action. And I think Watford have spent the break pretty well. They've signed Ismail Kone, who starred for Canada. He's come in from Montreal in the MLS. He looks like he's going to go straight into the mix-up in the squad. Midfield is somewhere where Watford were struggling, really. Dan Gosling got injured just before the World Cup break. Imran Louza is a long-term absentee, so hopefully Kone will be able to add a little bit of sparkle into that midfield. They've also, like lots of Championship clubs, been away for a bit of warm weather training. They used the first week, I think it was, of the break to head off to Spain for a little bit of training, and I think that feels right to me. I went to Bristol City away, which was the last game before the break, and Watford, in a word, looked absolutely knackered. It was the most nil-nil I think I've ever seen. Nothing happened whatsoever. It was quite beautiful, actually, in that respect. It was almost perfect in its awfulness. But what it said to me was that Watford were desperate for that rest. Injuries were starting to bite a little bit, and it just felt like they needed to recharge the batteries. So hopefully they can do that. They do need to come out of the blocks fast this time, though. It felt like they burnt through a lot of games. They've managed to be fourth in the division, but there isn't much wiggle room now if they're going to be serious challenges for one of those top 2 places. So as far as I'm concerned, delighted to have it back. The season starts here, though. Watford are going to have to hit the ground running. How many cliches can I fit into this little bit? Prediction for the game? you've got to hope that Watford are going to do the business. I'm going to go for Watford 2, Hull City 0. Come on, you Horns, and welcome back to the Championship. Let's go!
Mentioned it a little bit earlier. Obviously, we're back this Saturday. Championship football is back.
It's back.
Do you know what else happens on Saturday?
England?
Yeah, and we play France. Should the Championship have waited until the World Cup was over before coming back?
No, I don't think it should. But it should have been organised better. Not to play. Could have come to the same day. I mean,
that were always a risk, though, weren't it?
Well, no, because you look at League One last week. Half of them played Friday night.
So you think we should do the same?
Yeah, we should have looked at it. I think England could play that Saturday. Play everybody on Sunday. Friday night, whichever.
Yeah.
But it just gives a bit more notice. All right, they've said that teams can change kick-off time if they want. Because I mean, all away fans travelling away, a couple of hours on a coach, they're going to be still on coach when England kick off.
Yeah,
Who
it's a
really wants
nightmare.
to be stuck on that?
No.
And it's not just that as well. Like, we're playing Huddersfield. It's not far, Huddersfield. They're guaranteed to stop in Sheffield, watch match in Sheffield, then get train home.
It's going to cause problems in city centres.
Yeah.
Big time. I would have liked to see. My only problem with starting it after the World Cup would have been fixture congestion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would have liked it to be started when it's over, because we've got like nearly a week off coming up. Why couldn't they have chucked an extra game in that 1 week? Because if you look, they've moved, because the World Cup finals on the Friday or the Saturday, and they've moved, I think it's our game with Wigan, to the Sunday, like they've done with a lot of Championship games, so it doesn't clash with the World Cup final. So why couldn't
Monday night we play, don't we?
So it's coming up. The World Cup final is coming up. I think it's about a week away. So surely just stagger it by a week, because I do think, like you said, it's going to cause problems up and down country, depending how far England get. Because let's be honest with you, if England go out on Saturday, nobody gives a fuck. Shit World Cup in a shit country, and nobody gives a flying fuck. It feels like a practice World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, even you see some of these fan zones. Just like, really? Third goal against Wales and Wales going all over, and you just think that's really way too.
Do you feel it feels artificial?
Yeah, it's all staged by the looks of it.
Yeah, and I am glad to see club football back, but I do think the clash is going to cause a problem.
Yeah.
Is the top spot cursed?
I think so. I said it a few shows ago.
You did bring it up.
Every week somebody else was just getting beat. I mean,
we took top, we got beat.
A couple of times that we played top of the league and we absolutely paced them, didn't we?
Yeah, took top spot for ourselves.
And then we fucked it up.
Beat Burnley 5-2, then what did we do? We were fucking 0-0 or 1-1 with Rotherham, I can't remember.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's cursed.
No, we lost to Rotherham.
Oh shit, yeah, we did, didn't we? Fucking hell, yeah.
That's how long it's been.
But I think it just shows, doesn't it, that nobody wants to take that top spot. Nobody wants it.
I'm happy chasing in second.
No, I want to go up as champions. God damn it. But I don't see any team just cementing themselves there.
No, not more. I mean, Burnley looking good, but even they've had a little wobble.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly.
I mean, what time is it? 5-2. But you see what I mean? Every time you think a team's like, yeah, they've got it now, it's theirs to lose. And they do, they fucking lose it.
Yeah.
Every single time. We've got some big games coming up to reintroduce the championship season, Jono. Got some really big games. And do you know what big games mean?
Big prizes.
And how do you win big prizes?
By playing foreplay.
That's right, everybody loves
a bit of foreplay.
Ooh. That ooh's really fucking creepy, and I do it every time. Get on the Pitch Football app. If you've not downloaded it, what are you doing with your life? Get it downloaded right now. Click the foreplay icon. You can pick 4 games. I think it includes World Cup games as well.
Ooh.
But we're not a World Cup show. We're a goddamn championship show.
So pick the championship.
We're going to pick 4 championship fixtures that we think are standout fixtures, and we're going to have a little bit of a Mystic Meg moment.
I missed this.
I've missed this. I've missed losing every fucking week.
Yeah, I didn't do too bad actually.
You did. You smashed it last 2 weeks about 6 years ago. First game, Jono. It's a bit of a derby. Blackburn Rovers versus Preston North End.
Ooh, bit of a Lancashire derby.
What a game to come straight back into after World Cup. But fucking hell, can you imagine?
Yeah, I don't think any players from Championship are still in World Cup now, are they? So they should all have fully fit squads.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good game to come straight back into.
Preston have been impressive.
They have, yeah.
I think
even without not scoring much, but
I think they've got the most away points, you know.
Have they?
I believe they have, yeah. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, put it down in the comments, call me a twat. But I think they're the best away team in the division. I believe.
I still think I'm going for a Blackburn win.
Oh, Blackburn home banker.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick my neck out and say it's going to be a draw.
A draw?
A draw. I think it's going to be a tight game. Derby games usually are.
Yeah.
Lots of blood, lots of thunder, lots of guts, and not much scoring.
I just think Blackburn have a bit too much for him.
Yeah, I can see that, but it's a derby game, innit?
Yeah.
And Preston do not concede many. No. Next game, Borough versus Luton. I'm going to go first, and it's a Luton away win for me. I do believe they are. I think they've had a little manager bounce. World Cup breaks come at wrong time for them.
Yeah.
You want that manager bounce to go as long as you can. The more you stick a break in there, the less time that has. And I don't think they've got the squad. I don't think they've got the players. I just don't think they've got the right manager either, if I'm completely honest with you.
Debatable, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sometimes an unproven manager does really well.
Yep.
I could be proven massively wrong. I don't think I will be, and I see Luton winning this one convincingly.
I'm going against that one. I think Middlesbrough will win that one.
Oh, you think they're going to keep it going?
I do, yeah. I think he's going to have a lot of time now to gel with his players, put his stamp on what he wants to do, because it weren't working under Chris Wilder.
No.
So he's had that time, and I think they'll be comfortable winners.
I don't usually pick us, but it was one of the bigger games at the weekend. Second top versus, I think they're at the bottom or second bottom.
On the bottom, Yorkshire Derby.
Yorkshire Derby. Yorkshire, fucking Americans. Anyway, big Yorkshire Derby game. Big implications for both teams. We want to chase top spot, they want to get out of the bottom three. It's going to be just like the Preston Blackburn game. I can see it being blood, guts, thunder, rage, passion, and low scoring.
Can you really see all that against Huddersfield?
Yeah, they're going to be up for it. I think they will be up for it. If they're not going to turn around the season, they need to start fucking doing it now. They've had the break, they've had the chance to get on with it. It's now or never for them. So I think they are going to be up for it, and it's up to the mighty Blades to kind of put them in the place. But in this game, first game back, Yorkshire Derby, just like the Blackburn Preston game, is a dart. I see it being a draw.
Now one for Blades win.
Hey!
Yes.
I like that one. I like that prediction.
It's going to come back to bite me on arse, but
yeah.
Huddersfield, like you said earlier, they've been awful this season.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the best of records against Huddersfield, but I just think that they're still hung over them from losing manager at the beginning of the season.
That was so strange.
They have not looked good at all, and yeah, I think we should be comfortable winners. We're a fully fit squad, but we should.
Should. I hope you're right and I'm wrong. I really do.
Yeah.
Really do, because I'm not biased at all.
No. We are definitely impartial.
This one is boggling my brain. Swansea at home to Norwich. Time wasting Norwich City. Take your time. I'm going to let you go first because I'm still making my mind up.
It's a tough one, this one. Trust you to pick this one. Out of all the games you could pick, I'm going to sit on the fence and say a draw, and probably a 0-0 draw at that.
I'm going to say that Norwich are going to surprise us and come away with a 1-0 win.
I don't think that'd be so surprising.
I think it'd be similar to where we won at Swansea.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring you back to us again, but if you saw that game, they were on top for quite a lot of the game, hit them on the counter-attack in the last minute of the game, scored, came away with a 1-0 win. I can see Norwich doing something very similar. Or they'll score it first minute and then spend the rest of the game diving all up, basket the floor and wasting time.
Big boost from if they did.
They did, and that's a danger for us. It'd be great for Norwich fans if they can get their season back on track with a win straight away at a tough place to go in Swansea. It's one of them. It's not a mouth-watering fixture, but you can see it being edgy, entertaining, if not a bit predictable.
I think it's going to be a very dull one.
Really?
Oh yeah.
We're argumentative today, ladies and
I know,
gents.
yeah. We usually agree.
We're usually quite friendly and agree, but I think you're a bit of a dick and you got that one completely wrong. Who do you think? Who are your 4-player picks? You can either play against us, put it down in the comments. Let us know if you think we're right, wrong. Let us know your predictions. But don't forget, I keep saying it, if you want the prizes, get on the app. Download the Pitch Football app, make your picks in 4-player, and get on that leaderboard. Because it's all right playing in the comments, but if you don't play the real game, you're not going to win them prizes, are you, John?
You're not.
You're not going to win them. Anyway, a bit of a brief episode. Obviously, we're edging ourselves back in slowly, getting back in the swing of things.
We'll have more to talk about after this weekend's fixtures.
Fixtures. We'll have a lot more to talk about and a lot more to go through. We do thank you for joining us. If we are on Spotify and listening to the audio version, thank you. If we are on there.
Probably better to listen instead of watching us.
Yeah, it's probably better to listen to the audio rather than look at these lovely, attractive mugs. But no, thank you for joining us. Good luck at the weekend, as long as you're not playing against Sheffield United or around us in the table. There's not much more to say. Come on, England. Come on, England.